Alright, the next thing that I would like to show you about your terrain is how to construct your outer terrain elements. The first portion that we have constructed is representative of our free world, where we can roam around freely, but then we have a reset zone around the outer parameter. We need to see something beyond the reset zone. So what I'm going to do in this case is hold my shift key down and grab my move gizmo, and I'm just going to move and copy an additional square of terrain, and I'm going to go right down here and offset that exactly -1000 so that it lines up properly with my original panel. Alright, and I can do the same thing in the other direction and line that up. There we go. And I will continue to do that with all of the outside panels. So then I'm actually seeing something beyond the reset zone. Alright, I'm going to pause this while I continue to do that. Alright, now that I have my outer landscape completed, I do want to say one thing. This piece of terrain, this height field map, was created like a tileable texture. As you can see, when we go down to those areas where the seam is, the landscape matches up. That's not going to happen unless you pre-plan that and allow for that to happen in your texture map, just as if you would create a tileable texture. And I have a separate tutorial for that. It will be the location of that will be described in the PowerPoint lecture during class, so that you can understand how to create your height field map to be able to tile as this is. And beyond that, what I'd like to show you is nice visual of the seam. We're going to create a backdrop as well. And so you can actually get started by doing the same thing, holding the shift key down and dragging. And then what we're going to be doing is looking at, since we're not going to get nearly that far, we're going to modify our height field terrain so that the elevation around the parameter is medium gray, and that will not be elevated when we dial up our strength. But as you can see, what I did was create another panel on the outer parameter. That would be the background. We have, I'm going to call it foreground, middle ground, and background. Foreground is where we can actually roam around the free roam world. The middle ground is what we see next to our reset zone, so it has to be a little bit better quality than the background. But once we get our new modified height map on the background, what we can do is go to the strength and dial it up so that you can see when we're 6 feet tall down in this canyon, we can see hills beyond our middle ground. And we can begin to play with the height field maps that are associated with each one of these panels if we want to. If you really want to get into doing a nice world and modifying those and playing with the topology on those a little bit to get a nice deep world going on there. Beyond that, we will see our sky cube when we get that into our scene file. All right.